Oh my goodness. That makes sense. Oh, I'm a professional.
Oh, I'm not tired at all. I was thinking, like, why is it not streaming? Because you're not on the right stream key, you moron! Oh my god, anyway, we're going to get the guy. Okay, we're professionals, that's what we are. Yep. Don't mind me just streaming to the wrong YouTube channel and therefore not streaming at all. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's so fine. Anyway, welcome guys to the Kerbal Space Program 2. If you couldn't read the title for some reason, today I'm Gilly. Why? Because it's difficult to do stuff there because there's no gravity. That's a lie. That makes it super easy to do stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, why am I in here? I'm not in here, I'm actually here. That's where I need to be, because that would make sense. Because I'm a professional anyway. If this worked, I should have the rocket in here. Or not.
Save game. You have one save game. Well, okay, it's not there then. That's fun. Can I make it there? Because it'd be really convenient if I had the stuff I prepared for today. Where I prepared, that'd be great. Would it not be great? I think it'd be great. Or not. Okay, it's all missing. All of it is missing. Okay, we're searching it up, man. Okay, we're doing this again. App data. And we're gonna transfer these files. It's gonna be great, and I'm gonna have my stuff that I put in there. Basically, the way I do these is that I do the stuff first, and then I record it again. Because if I don't do that, then it's not gonna work half the time, and that'd be horrible. So I don't work like that. I need my workspace. Where are my workspace? See, this is where I have the workspace, and the workspace is in there. Single player workspace. Bro, it's in there. How is it not here?
Do I have to just maybe I have to restart everything? Alright, we're gonna restart
everything then. This will take approximately 0 seconds because Kerbal Space Program 2 is already back up, because if there's one thing they fixed between the games, it would be the loading times. OBS, can you pick up my game?
Pretty please. Pretty please. There you go. Oh. No. There you go. You did it. Thanks. OBS has done a thing, guys. OBS has done a thing. Okay, this has been an eventful start to, nothing, apparently. Okay. Bro, it's been so hard to get the stream out. Like, not even joking. But, like, alright, I'm gonna do a stream today. It's gonna be amazing. Nothing will go wrong. And then I get up here, I prepare everything, I'm ready to go to Gilly. And then you know what happens? Lunch. And then I have to eat lunch. But then, like, I need a 3-hour window for my stream, right? That's how long the stream usually is. And after lunch, they're like, you wanna go to the park? Like, they don't actually ask me to go to the park. And this is it. I have to go somewhere, and then something happens, and then something else happens, and this has been happening for freaking one entire month. I missed the chance to talk about every single bit of news that happened. So sad. Why is it not here still? It's in
the game files. It's... Wait a minute. Don't tell me. There's no way I just... Chat, I'm a moron. Chat, I totally only transferred the frickin' PNG file. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, nope, that's exactly what happened. That is absolutely exactly what it... Oh my god. I did that. That's a thing I did. Okay. How do I fix that? Is this it? No, that's also a PNG file. Where's the workspace file? This one? Which one do I need? Do I need all of them? Do I need one of them? Both of them? Why is it so difficult to find this? I don't understand. I don't understand this. Thumbnail, description, workspace, save time, vehicle name, Gilly mission. Okay, that's what it should be. What about this one? This one is also Gilly mission. Which one is it? Ah! Okay, this one was saved at 1854. This, okay, I'm gonna grab these two because they are later. Copy. And we're gonna go into this one and throw these in there. And then it's gonna show up in here.
Immediately, like I worked. You know, I'm not complaining. Then did the transfer go well? I think we lost something. I think we lost a lot of something actually, but you know what the heck is this? Okay, so we lost some stuff, but that's fine. I know this rocket wasn't particularly complicated.
We'll pick up from here. It'll be fine.
Oh, that was painful. That was incredibly painful. Oh my god. Let's see. I
have a screenshot actually of what this is meant to be. Let me find that. Where's it? Gimme. There you go. Oh, that screenshot sucks. Oh, I can't see anything. Okay.
I think it'll be fine. I think there's a sustainer. That's not what that's called. Deep Space Mission Lock. There we go. Right, so we have that one there. But it was, I think we did the same thing again. Now, the reason that this is like a horrible design that you should never... It's overcomplicated and stuff. The reason it's like that is because why is there a dot here? There's a singularity, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense, Gabe, thank you. One thing that did happen is solar power stopped existing for a minute. Anyway, this has way more density than it needs to get to Gilly, so we're gonna be adding something. One, we're going to Gilly because we can. Okay. So next we need is that, and then that for the main cell. Wait a second. This does not have an updated power right now. It is also a pencil, but the Falcon 9 is also a pencil, so I think it's fine. Falcon 9 is also not a pencil with 3 stages, it's a pencil with 2, but fine. My rocket, you can't tell me what to do with it. Okay. We're gonna put this way, we're gonna get kickbacks on here. Why am I using SRVs? Because they look cool. Yeah. It's just the best reason. Right. Offset. And I don't use struts because they added auto strut to everything, because that was a solution that existed in KSP1, and they were like, let's make that the default thing that they did, and now we don't need struts, it's great. Lamps. I think. Payload adapter is the root part, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, now for this. I think I delete this. So this is what we have currently. We have three relay satellites for relay communication purposes, and one big relay satellite. Now this actually doesn't need to be this one. It could be this one if it wanted to, but it's this one. These ones can reach Kerbin from like literally, even if Eve's in the opposite side. If this is the sun, and Eve is here, and Kerbin's over here, this antenna will reach from Kerbin to Eve. It's fine, but I like to think that the big one is necessary for some reason. It makes it look anyway, that's not important. This is for ScanSat. ScanSat had some updates, so I know there's like 4 updates between then and now. There's a lot of development time went into Gilly stuff, because Gilly is tiny and therefore to map it you need to be outside of the sphere of influence, which doesn't make any sense, so they fixed it and then unfixed it, and it should be alright now. I tried it yesterday with the cheap anyway, it only took 5 hours to map, so it's fine. We have time warp, it's good. I was losing time warp for 5 hours, don't worry about it. I did not go to the tracking station if you need an explanation for that. I just stayed in the game. Time warping, that was dumb. Don't do that. Anyway, what are we gonna add to this? Well, right here is part of it. That's actually not all of it. I want this section to go up. Alright, we're gonna be adding something between these 2 stages. So right here I have this payload adapter. I mean, I like it. I think it looks cool, even though it adds absolutely nothing to the design. I think it looks cool. Anyway, we're going to make a robotic lander. For science! Presumably. Yeah. So what we're going to do for that is, it does actually need to return to Kerbin, because it's gonna get like surface state. Now I could use this arm, but this arm sucks, so I'm going to refuse to use that because it sucks. So let's see. We could use fuel tanks, but actually we're not going to use fuel tanks. We're going to use monotanks, because Gilly is so incredibly tiny that you don't need any fuel. You only need essentially reaction mass, and that is it. Just throw something backward and you're in orbit. That's how it really works. So I'm not gonna do it with this one, actually, that's stupid, but I can do it with this one. Put it with this one. We can have that, then we can have that, and then we can have this. And that can be the entire lander. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. I kinda wish it was, but it's not. Okay. So after we have this, now obviously we need a way to get it back to Kerbin, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just so we can actually be that. Now, I wish Kerbal Space Program 2 was a game that made sense. Because I could tell if this happened like any Delta B. But unfortunately, I can't tell if it has any Delta B because this game is great. We're gonna do what we did before, and we're gonna make a little capsule Like this, like that, like that. So this is going to be a return capsule, and it's going to go all the way from Gilly, it's going to go to Eve, and it's going to escape from Eve, it's going to go to Kerbal, and then we're going to slow around Kerbal, and we're going to slow down at Kerbal, we're going to land on Kerbal and get infinite science! That's how it works. But trust me. Anyway. I think that's enough. But my Delta V calculator has decided to go on strike, so does Micro Engineer want to give me a hand, or... He also on strike. Why are all of my mods on strike? This is actually not okay. How can I determine which Delta V you have? I know! Now watch it. How much Delta V do you have? 0. Oh. How much does that work? 200 meters per second now, granted. We're on the ground. That was F9. Heck! Heck, 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 heck. Where am I? Okay. That's not good. Load game. Load game. I'm gonna go back to my autosave, thank you very much. Don't do that.
Don't do
that, please. Thank you. Thank you. Don't. Please, no. Okay. It's gone. Oh wait, this was an autosave. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. We want this. We want this one. Like that, and we want the coupler, and then we want the thermal thing with the thing, and then we're gonna have the other more different thing. Perfect! Alright. Now I would like to something like this on top of it. Like with this entire stage, I'm just not entirely sure if that's possible. Actually, I don't see why it wouldn't be. You know what? I have an idea. Okay, so here's the plan. Alright, so we're gonna have on the bottom of this shall be, yes, okay, I know what's being done. I know what I'm going to do will be great. Where is coupling? There's coupling. The bottom of this shall be a docking port. And on the top of this shall be... It'll be on the side for now, but that's not important. First of all, it's in the middle where it was before. And thus it will go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. One. Stick. Stick. Please. Next, we're gonna move this up. New plan. Take this away from me. We're going to put a separator. Actually, no. Because of what we know about Gilly, all we really need for this will be this. We're gonna have that underneath. It's gonna be funny and clip into things. I don't want that, so we're gonna have this instead. Okay. And then, so basically what this is for will be maneuvering this thing. I know it already has, like, power because it's just amazing like that, but I'm going on this for, yeah, because this is gonna be, I'm gonna disconnect this. This is gonna stay in orbit, attached with its own stuff, and this is gonna take this back, and it's gonna be great. So all we need to do is that. Going to attach that. Now I need the scientific instruments. Let's go. Oh, we don't need a sniffer. That wouldn't make any sense. We'd need this right here. How do I want to be sniffer? Let's see. This lander machine thing. Mr. Lander machine thing here needs scientific research equipment on it. Also needs. Is that the only? I think it's fine. This is the only piece of equipment we have. Let's see. I'll find out if these legs go. Oh yeah, that's fine. I can just do this. Yeah. Just do that. Makes it look pretty sophisticated. Push this down just so it doesn't look like I'm completely cheesing this. I'll be there. This will basically look like a support, which I like. Right, that'll be good. Stuff like that. And we'll just go in the middle here. Alright. I like. I need to reduce the thrust on this. We're gonna need to put batteries on it. They're not gonna want to cooperate because why would they? Our battery is gonna need solar panels. And, of course. I might do. That'll work better. Yeah, just because otherwise I think these are going to get occluded. I don't want them to get occluded by anything. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Like that. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna get some 2 parts. Doesn't matter. No, I want it to look not like that equipment. Rather not. There we go. Okay. Way too much effort later. Now we have a little lander. Doing good. They must have go wrong. Oh, never. That's impossible. there's our payload adapter. This will go on top. It will fit neatly onto this, at least it should. This have like its own solar panel. Alright, we have pull one up here. Just to make sure. Too many directions to keep track of. Station, local, but it's straight-ish. Kinda. No. Alright, we don't need solar panels on here, so that. Where is it? How do I switch to local? Maybe it's fine. We'll just do that. We'll just do that then. Alright, whatever. We're good. That is power. This will have power. Everything should have power. Now all we're gonna need is a stack separator between these two stages. I can do there. Probably just be up there. Right. Perfect. Think the way I want. Do this with this. We just have like uphold this hanging out. Slide here. This is kind of similar to how Fairing expansion. Right. Actually, you know what? The bad plan. I was going to end up encasing that. But I just have one then. The French fry of justice. What is it? What is it? What is it getting justice for? Something. Yeah. This actually needs this underneath it before I do anything with that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run it on C immediately, and that'll be not fun, so. Yeah. Not do that. This should also have a. What is it? There's a reaction. Yeah, that's good. This should have. You know what? So this side is solar panels. This side should also have its own solar panels. And batteries. This would be an interstellar stage. Interstellar stage. Interplanetary stage. I like that. I like how it looks. Right. I should put this around. There. Alright. Now that we have this, I think this needs a reaction wheel. That acts as a reaction wheel. Or I think we'll get another one. I'm gonna put one on this, because this is a bigger stage, so I think it needs a reaction wheel. Actually, I just put one on Ryan's panels together. Be like, wait, that'll work. Sink it in, just so it doesn't interfere with this, basically. Balance out. This, I guess, we'll say that's what it's doing. And then do that. That. And this. And making sense. Be there. Remove. And remove this. Magic here, offset it over it, and then the text. That'll probably be the cleanest I can do. Looks nice and compact. I like it. Did I mess that up? This is the easiest part. We're just sticking some struts that look cool there. Okay. That'll be more than that'll work, I think. Okay. 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 I'm gonna reduce this. This is too much thrust. That's a weird thing to say to this craft. I think it has too much thrust. Well, I do mean that. It might actually have too much thrust. Gilly is tiny, so... No, 10% thrust, okay. I know the rest of it will work. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Is that thing. Okay. I think I'm good now. Paint this thing white. Alright. And that this stage will be a weird. That's not correct. I want this color. But because it's the color of Gilly. That's the reason. So we're gonna have this as well. This fire thing, basically. It'll work. Color. Kind of random, but it's fine. And then finally, gravitational. And it needs to be taller. That's the right button. And then we can begin the mission. It'll be great. It'll be a great mission, trust me. I have so much planned. Given how the beginning of this went, that plans mean nothing. Kerbal Space Program will delete all your plans. But it's fine. It's part of the experience, yeah. That's what we'll say. It's a feature. Great. 2 parts. Sparing. 2. We're gonna up the ejection course. Like, a lot. And this will be the mission. Save. Please save. I have bad experience with this thing not saving last time, so, we're saving. We're saving. Oh yes, the staging. We need to do the staging. And the answer is yes. We need to do the staging. Why would you even ask that question? You're trying to sabotage me? That's not cool. This is gonna go wrong. And this in quick succession. There's a reason for that. This is a delayed startup. Next, we want our things to decouple. Next, we want them to decouple. Thank you. Afterwards, we're gonna have these 2. Pull off. After that is the bearing. Go here. Like I'm constantly fighting this interface. I don't know why. What it is about this interface, it's just clunky. Doesn't feel smooth to use. I don't know, there's just frame rate, but yeah. Anyway. After this comes this. Which I do want to separate to a different stage, because that is an extendable nozzle. If you deploy these 2 at the same time, it doesn't tend to break it, but sometimes it will. It'll like push into the stage, and it'll glitch a little bit, and then just blow up, because that's how engines work. They hit something, and they just explode. Yep, realism. Don't fact check it. There's no need. There's no need to fact check it. Alright, so once we do that, the stage runs out, which it probably won't. But we're gonna jettison it early. Once we get around Gilly, that should be where the stage is. We're gonna jettison it, and it's gonna end up afterwards. We're gonna want this one. This gonna come afterwards here. And this decouples then this. These 2 are also going to be separated. That is also an extendable nozzle. Once we do that, we're going to need... That's going to get us positioned in orbit. This then, once we do that, this upper satellite is going to decouple. Yeah. Yeah. This, then that upper satellite's gonna come off. Once we do that, It's gonna think. It's gonna deploy. No, it has to deploy. Okay, so this is gonna get us into our resonant orbit for the communication satellites, which are these three here. I think that's gonna put us in a resonance. So after we do that, we're going to decouple this up here. I think that's what this is. Wish I could just delete the bearing but have it be there still. I think it's that one. Not this one. Okay, so these gonna leave, it's gonna stabilize, and we're gonna deploy this thing. Once that happens, this is gonna move, decouple. I'm leaving all this stuff up here, because this is gonna be deployed manually later. After we do all that, and the couples, we have these two. That's in the RCS, so then this stage, then this, so that should be everything. Save. Okay. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else. Let's go for it. Whoa! Oh my god. That
was stressful. Yeah.
Rocket. Pussy. Oh, okay, hi. How are we for a boat? Okay, what's this? It's right important. Right. There's not important. Yeah, it's right, I can try and think. Eve has...
Okay, I actually... let's see. So, Eve needs to be in a very specific place. So if I just pull it up here, oh my god, professional streamer, look at this, I have a Delta V map. The Delta V map is completely useless. What we're actually looking for is this over here. Right here. So basically what this is our transfer window thing. It's just here. So there's Moho, there's this. It also has ejection angles. So basically that's prograde, this arrow that you can't read, because I can't read it either, and I doubt YouTube compression is making it better, but I mean the image is actually this small, but shut up. It's fine. You basically want to burn here when you're around Kerbin, and you want to be there, so Eve needs to be there. So let's
get that.
warp action started.
Yeah, let's go. It has indeed been a while. Radio tracking station, Space Center, tracking station. Why? So I can time warp. Does that make sense? We want
Eve to be about... Okay.
you to be about there-ish. eyeballing this, but I used this technique last time and it worked. Basically,
You just take 2 fingers on the angle. Here, I might be able to show this. So basically, you take 1 finger and you kind of put you put the center on the sun. You look through one eye, basically. You put the center on the sun and you line it up so that it's in line with Eve. And then you take the other finger and you line it up horizontally over Kerbin. And that gives you a little protractor, right? So that if you then don't move your finger,
go back to Kerbal Space Program and then put your other finger back. And then just don't move the angle and you just kind of put the sun in the same spot, and if they overlap both the planets, then you're in the right spot.
roughly, it's incredibly.
Incredibly rough, but it works enough, I guess, that I don't have to, like, scratch my monitor with a protractor. So, I consider this an absolute win. Where is my rocket? Which, there it is. It's over there. Can I go to it, please? That'd be nice. I want to go to rocket! Oh, it's a barely night, bro. Okay. Whatever. Just gonna see. F5. Yes, the F5 is important. And just going back to the launch, it's just not happening. These satellites are meant to be in a triangle. They're no longer in a triangle, I will say that much. I kinda don't want to do a night launch. YouTube doesn't like those. So we'll do a day launch. Alright. This is technically the nighttime, but it'll be better. A little bit more, kind of. Yeah, let's go with that. That's much better. Alright. Why is this in space mode? Why is this in space mode? Okay, now it's no longer in space mode. Okay. Because I waited. That's how epic this works. This is an SRD rocket, that's right. Don't forget my present right now. broken and buried, that's right. Alright, 20,000 years. Fuel's got to run out. One. Popping the booster rocket. Actually out of fuel. That's how it's actually going to be. Rails pushed up to 80 kilometers. That's good synchronization altitude. Oh, you know why? The rocket come a little bit away because I added some mass. That makes sense. We'll deploy the bearing. I have some bugs with heating. Even with heating off, sometimes it can, decides to do a funny, blow up. When I turn off heating, which is weird, I turn on heating and the thing would just disintegrate, which is like, why? There's no heat, you were off, whatever. Level 65. 66. 6 to 7, 8, 9, 70, whatever. Right. Where's that? Yeah. Could have done better on that, but it's fine. This is an overbuilt rocket, so I'm not too worried about it at this point in time. That guy, I don't really we'll be able to, actually, wait, no, we're hauling more mass this time, so everything's a little bit stable. Yeah, it's like, when I tested it, there was a couple thousand meters per second of delta V in this stage when I discarded it, because it wasn't precise enough for, satellite maneuvering and things like that. Like, save. Bearing. Actually gonna leave, which is fun. Not something you take for granted. So you know why? I bet it's because the center of mass is a little bit off. SAS is just freaking out because, you know, there's absolutely no way a computer can compromise for something like that. It's just impossible. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. It is just impossible. There's no other computer program in the world that can, which can accurately compensate for such things. No, there's not. Don't look any up. Don't look up Kerbal Space Program 1. It's fine. But I can. I don't know where this roll axis is coming from, though. That's slightly concerning. Position and rolling. Actually, we're at the very okay. Fine. Whatever. I have to burn a period to the Ryzen fine. About 1,000 meters per second. So we will have to actually stage train this. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. We will actually have to stage last time. And I tested it, but we'll see it. Have more mass this time, so it makes sense that they have to use more fuel. What? Was it not an encounter? Because we're slightly inclined? Oh my goodness. Unacceptable. Preposterous. You can fix that via sending no from there, I think. Just not gonna worry about it. There's that rolling. Why is it rolling? With the robot voice. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I have no idea. It might be a bitrate thing. For a second there, I was like, wait, didn't G-Hub up?
My microphone software update last night got out of the robot mode. Shouldn't have. Could that be worse? Right. Let's see. Wait. It might be better. Why are you rolling? It's just rolling. It can be rolling. That usually means there's an SAS module. But all of these have SAS though. That's the these. Let's see, we're rolling consistently here. Okay. It was that. This That's the roll launch. Okay, so that's not one. Perfect, okay, that's actually good. That's good. That's good. That's incredibly good. It's a robot voice fix. That's the question. That's the question, man.
I don't... Wait, what the crap? Wait, no, it's still totally a what in the hang on.
It was actually, what in the heck? What is this?
Am I hitting a key? Off. It's off now. Even with this on. This should be off. I should just lock this off. Is that... Oh my god. Is that why people in the freaking voice chat were so confused yesterday? What key is enabling this? No. It's like switching between effects. Why? Why would you do... Okay. That's dumb. And, wow. Thank you for that. Thanks, G-Hub, for nothing. Well. I don't even... I looked at this before as well. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, so even when it's enabled, it should be disabled. Yes. So that's with it off. That's with it on. Both times I should be audible now. The effects tab is now disabled. Okay, it's time to do some video gaming, but everybody can hear me now. Rip audience retention. Whatever. Alright, that happened. Anyway, as I was saying, it's time to go to Gilly. That's it, that's the entire recap. We had a roll bug. It was fixed by disabling this. Let's see, we launched a spacecraft. We have less Delta V than I anticipated because we have this thing we're tugging around. And, we're now burning. I think that's the entire recap. Whenever I talked in voice chat yesterday, they were like, what is this, like, where is this FNAF coming? What is this, like, FNAF music coming from? And I was so confused because I couldn't hear it. G-Hub, why? It all makes sense now, and I hate it. Oh, dear. It's over now. That's good. Switch over. That's why we switched, because otherwise this impacts that. Oh, that's right. There was the other thing. Since I got to KSP2, mostly since the staging wasn't happening very often, I started combining stages. Like, these two are gonna go at the same time, because, like, there's no point. But then I started doing that with extendable nozzles. And then the stages were blowing up, because they were extendable nozzles. And then you hit the extendable nozzle, the nozzle would extend, and then it hit the stage and blow up, because that's how rocket engines work. You see, you touch them and then it just explodes. Realism. 2,600 meters per second in this stage, which is tons, to be frank. So much. So that's going to get us out to here. We're going to make a course correction of ascending mode to bring this down to an encounter. And then there's a method I have, which is not efficient to get a Gilly encounter, but Gilly is also so tiny, and this is still, I think it's still an overbuild rocket, I hope it is, that it doesn't matter, and it's super easy. It's basically a rendezvous tactic that you do when, because stuff is moving slowly, you just pull prograde a little bit, and you end up with an encounter like every 3 seconds. It's great. But first we need to do an inclination change. We'll get there when there we become at. Mon? Alright. 2,000 meters per second. This, see, I've neglected using nuclear engines because these engines exist. I just like these ones more. Like everyone and their dog is using nuclear engines. I think anyway, at least as far as I've seen. But like, extend the nozzle engine. Extend the nozzle engine. Also, you have to like make giant craft for nuclear stuff. It's like when we need colony stuff, I'll bust out the nuclear engines because then you'll probably actually need them. But until then, we're gonna use the extendable nozzle ones because they look cool. Alright, where's my encounter? Gib. Or don't. That's fine as well. What in the... What is this? Chat, what in my orbit stuff has decided it's become sticky. And it won't leave. What is like stuck to this spot on the what? Okay, that's interesting. Ice. Oh, and it's gone. And it's gone. That's a thing. All right, let's leave this place. I never liked you anyway. Also, there's way too many green neon lights here. Hello, Minimus. Can I see Minimus from here? Huh. Wait, no, that's the Mun. Where's Minimus? Maybe that is Minimus. I don't know. Bye, Minimus. Wait, these satellites aren't in a triangle either? Oh my god. All of my satellites are no longer good. Alright. Do I have... Okay, there's the encounters. Create maneuver plan. We're gonna want... down. Maybe some backwards. And then some down. Plenty of Delta V. That's not efficient. I know how to get it efficient, and it's to do it at Kerbin, but I don't feel like it. So, bite me. Let's see. What side of Eve are we getting on from? The side that doesn't really help? Naturally. Actually... No, it's just bad. See, this insertion angle isn't too bad. Let me make sure it's in line with the plane. You want, the reason for that is Oberth. you want this to be in line with plane, because then when you go out to correct the angle, you basically just want the periapsis at the same height. You can tweak this later, it's fine, but that's the plane. We want periapsis at the plane. And then inwards, like this. And it's gonna twist it upwards usually. That's why. Because then we're gonna make an eccentric orbit out to about 40,000 kilometers. Like, that's not gonna work. That'll work better. So that's gonna be part one. A little bit higher, get it onto that plane right there. And 100 kilometers. Alright, that'll work. 378 meters per second. Oh no, we have to spend fuel. We have plenty. And remember, there's another stage after this one. So, yep. We have plenty of gasoline here. We good. Alright. Two days. 1 day. Wait, no, that's an hour. I can read time charts. I can read time charts. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and a half minute. Yes, it's gas. It's not methane, it's gasoline. It is made with oil. Actually, more accurately, it's like gasoline is a oil byproduct, but that's not important. That's not like a major industry importance or anything. That'd be ridiculous. How did I manage to spin it halfway around by accident? Good job. Okay. And now that we have spun all the way around, I can actually do this burn. Doesn't really matter that it's now like a minute off course. It's fine. Actually doesn't change that much because the like difference in what is it, like the difference in the arc where you're burning from is like 0, so whatever. I think that's the term. It's an angle thing. That's all I know. Alright. Yeah, the reason this isn't great is because of Gilly's inclination. We're able to brute force it, obviously, but the ascending node is about this way, and our circularization orbit is going to be this way, which means the ascending node here is going to be pretty close to Eve, but honestly, since we're treating it like a rendezvous, it doesn't even really matter, so it's fine. You don't really home and transfer Gilly. You more just wait for it to show up and then just find a way to intercept it and then just suicide burn the rest of the way. That's how that works. Oh, I was so confused. I'm like, why are we getting like kicked out of like everywhere? It's because we've encountered Eve. That makes sense. Love 13 frames per second. It's great. Is that gonna go? Oh, gosh, it is. Amazing. Amazing. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, and we're able to do science there, so So yeah. Alright, here's our craft. Close approach the first. Passed. Its usefulness is non-existent. So we continue going. Da 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 da. And congratulations, you got science! Alright. Eve is right there. Gilly is somewhere in the vicinity. Probably. So here... Oh yeah, just do science, that's right. E, high orbit. Transmit. Yay! Alright, so now we need to go radial in. I think. If I remember how to do this. Radial in will pull the periapsis down most efficiently up here. You can also do retrograde, but I think because this is a hyperbolic trajectory, you want to do radial in. And, like, honestly, the difference in delta V is, like, less than 1 anyway, because the total burn time is less than 1, so I don't think it even matters. 100 kilometers, that's what we're going to go at. We're going to do a burn here. It's going to take approximately 0 seconds because it took a 200 meter per second burn. So, time warp. Oh, I forgot the orbital stuff. You know what? It's fine. I mean, we're going to come back later at some point, or we could not. I haven't actually... I'm sure somebody's done it, but I have not gotten a YouTube notification of anybody who's come back from Eve yet in KSP2. I've tried it, and I swear the atmosphere is actually more soup than it was originally. It's crazy. I made a craft with 10,000 meters per second of delta V, teleported it to Eve, and it didn't even take off. So that was a thing. Granted, I've never, seriously gone here. I mean, I've made an Eve ascent vehicle by, not copying somebody, which is to say, I looked at their craft, didn't copy the craft, but I didn't make it completely by myself. We'll put it that way. We'll put it that way. It was heavily inspired by someone else's. I don't remember what it even was. It was a while ago. Let's just say it was heavily inspired by someone else's thing. I also did not fly it very efficiently. I mostly just land on Eve, and then, because, like, planes are funny on Eve, because you, like, just everything becomes a bush plane, essentially. Watch that, you made a 737, oh, you're going, like, 10 meters per second in the air. It's like, it's great. Not pointed retrograde, but that's fine. It's over time. frame rate feels like I'm mapping somewhere. Like Orbital Survey mapping somewhere. I'm accidentally mapping Eve, which is... Oh, and Kerbal, apparently. Oh, that makes sense. I bet all of these are... No, they're not on. Off. The lag feels unnecessarily high. That's what I was... But it also feels like... Alright, so there's our thing. Alright. It also feels like higher than it should be. I'm right next to a planet here, but it feels higher. It could just... could just be because, I have this many satellites doing things around planets, but, no, I don't actually think so. I think that was only a Time Warp thing. This is off. I know all of these are off. It might just be like this. They'll improve it eventually. Apparently they calculate the physics for everything. Which, you know, that's efficient. There's probably a reason. Maybe that's why stuff drifts out of alignment so much. Like in KSP1, everything was just on rails. Alright, so we want to target Gilly. No, we don't want to focus Gilly. We want to target Gilly, and the reason for that is now we're going to do this. And just drag it out. And then eventually... This didn't work as well as I thought it might. 200 meters per second. Actually, I think it'll be fine. It's only encountering on the wrong side of the orbit. It's fine. I'm gonna go around again. That'll help. When in doubt, give it an orbit. Let it cook for an orbit. Is that like terminology that exists nowadays? I don't even know what it means. It's like it needs time to. I don't even know. Something youth slang. Something use. Something sounds cool. We need this to be super precise because, of course, this game is just like that. Nope, sorry, you missed it. You need to be closer, actually. No, you missed it again. You need to be closer. Nope, that's the wrong direction. You need to be there. You go. I missed it. There. Did I get it? We got it. See what I mean? Where you just sort of throw maneuvers at the wall, and then you get a Gilly encounter. Is it a good Gilly encounter? That's up for debate, but does it matter? No. Alright, we want to go around. Ultimately, does not matter what side of Gilly we go around, but you know, maximum Oberth effect. We gotta get close to. Actually, you know what? Oberth effect doesn't exist around Gilly, does it? Let's just go out here so I can time warp. Oh my god. Let's see. What actually... I think it was 42. So I think I'll go to 42 kilometers for absolutely no particular reason whatsoever. This won't be important later at all. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Alright. Alright, with our noob strategy now thoroughly completed, we can now go to Gilly. Ba-ba-da-ba. It's entirely possible that I do the resonant orbits for setting up the satellites, and it's out of whack because it's off by a couple meters, because when you're at Gilly, you are literally dealing with orbiting at like 7 meters per second. So that's a thing. Just don't think about it. But you're orbiting the asteroid at like incredibly tiny numbers of meters per second. Alright, let me actually point towards the node here. That would be useful. Needs to be relatively precise, because if it's not, it won't get the encounter, it'll skip past it. 200 meters per second. Alright, halfway through the burn. Go. There it is. You'll notice that's not the Gilly encounter I had planned. There is that little margin for error. So we're gonna do a correction burn about there. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it closer. The precision here is stupid. So I'm gonna do it closer. You'll notice we're coming in a little bit fast, but our closing velocity was like, what, 700, 800 meters per second? As long as it's less than 1400, we are perfectly fine. Or I think it is. Go to actually we're gonna go here. No, I think that's fine. We'll go here. No, we're good. No. The reason I'm being fussy about that is because the speed we're entering Gilly's sphere of influence, the time we are actually encountering Gilly has to be longer than the time it takes to circularize. Think ion engines at Moho. If you're screaming at Moho at 3 kilometers per second, and you try and slow down with ion engines, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna slow down enough before you exit that sphere of influence. This is fine, because we still are using chemical rocket engines, so we're pretty much always gonna be fine. Unless you're coming from like a retrograde orbit, but I'm not entirely sure why you do that. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Why would you do that? I mean, like, could you imagine if like some idiot tried to like counter Gilly when it was in a retrograde orbit, or they were in a retrograde? That'd be ridiculous. I never did that recently or anything. That'd be nope. Don't worry about it. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Okay, now we have to encounter Gilly. The most finicky part of it. Oh my god. Nah, I would never do that. I don't want to encounter Gilly too fast. That would be horrible. Alright, so as soon as I enter Gilly, I need to make this node. Like, actually, legitimately, immediately. Also, quick save. I haven't quick saved in a while, so like... Quick save time. Right, maneuver. See how fast we're moving. I think we want the node to be pretty far back. Just so that by the time we circularize, we're in a circle. Like that. We basically want it to be like that. We're gonna want this to be at about 100. Alright, we have 2 minutes. That basically means you have less than an hour within the sphere of influence, which is really funny, and also you know, really bad if you mess it up. Alright, that should be reasonable. Point towards maneuver node correctly this time. So after this, we're gonna detach this one and start the scanning routine. But remember, we have a lander, so we're gonna want to know where those regions are. So we'll have that scanning while we set up the relays, then we'll have this go last. We might actually have enough Delta V in this for this to stay with this stage. That would be convenient. That means we can basically 100% make it back to Kerbin. Oh yes, science. I'm like here for science, right? Is that gonna be 80 science? Gives me 8. That gives me 80 science. Okay. Uh-huh. Cool. 1 minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, look! A rock! You could say it's a space rock. had to guess, crater is a biome, you're gonna have highlands as biome, probably lowlands, those are like your general ones. This is a different color than the rest of Gilly, this kind of area that's kind of darkened, so I suspect this crater is also a biome. And there might be a few bigger craters, like this one might be its own biome as well. So, depending on how well the RCS rocket lander goes, we might be able to hit multiple of those and get all the science and research and rocks. Actually, not rocks, but... Alright, burn ending in 16 seconds. Starting now. Frame rate is not timed with the seconds, is it? Absolutely is not. That's also a completely different angle. That's fine. I'm not too fussed about the angle right now. More so the inclination, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see, what's our inclination? 5 degrees? That can be brought down. So the best way I found, actually, if you want to get a perfect inclination, find your latitude and see we're actually past it. But once it hits 0, you want to start doing your normal, anti-normal burns, and then you'll get a nice 0 eccentricity orbit. Not eccentricity, inclination. How much extra science? We have like 600 right now, and to get the next set of parts we need like 6,000, so you know, it's fine. If they're scaling science based on difficulty, which I hope is how I think it's how it's done, because Tylo gave us a bunch. I hope it's not just scaled by distance again, because Gilly's relatively easy to get to. For example, I'd say if you go to Eve and you transmit data, say, like, I don't know if it's like this, maybe you know, but if you go to Eve and then you get, like, say, a surface sample and you transmit the data, I would say that should be pretty low. Well, it should be a lot, but you should get pretty low return, because that's easy. Now, if you bring that sample back, that should be, like, the most science you should be able to get back. Personally, that's how I would do it, because that is actually the hardest thing to do in the game. Alright, so we are currently at this air. What do we need? Oh yes, that's right. We're going to detach this satellite here, so we actually want this first. Quick save. And there it goes. Extend the antennas. Yeah, you see, the problem with Eve is that it's like the easiest planet to land on. Not necessarily to get to, but if you're in orbit of Eve, it's pretty much trivial. And once you're at that point, it's trivial to land. Because you enter the atmosphere, you slow down, you drop a parachute. Say even if your craft has like 6 parachutes, if one of your parachutes activates, you're probably gonna land. Now getting back from Eve, that's its own thing. That's its own thing. Okay, so now we have this. We want, I think, 100 meters, 100,000. I think I'm gonna standardize it at 100. I think all of our satellites are gonna be at 100,000. That seems like a good round number. Is active? Is active. Alright, 100,000-ish. Seems good to me. And this is why Gilly is annoying. Because you do something, and then you wait for about 12 years. Hey, we passed the periapsis. Let's wait another 12 years until we pass, like, what is it, 50,000 meters you get the next one? But yet I can go to the tracking station and lose 0 precision. At least I think you lose 0 precision. Maybe that's why. Maybe you lose some precision. I'm not sure. 30,000. 31,000. Oh my goodness. The pain is building. 34,000 meters. Be nice if each of the bodies got like their own, not necessarily their own song. I think each type of planet can get its own song. Alright, I mean that's fine. Like they have the same theme, like this is different than the Elu, I think it's the Elu one, which is different than the Kerbal one, which is different than the Duna one, because they're different types of planets. But maybe each one gets their own instrument, right? Like maybe Elu gets a flute. Maybe Ike gets a guitar or something. I don't know. Maybe Eve gets like a piano, like that kind of thing. I think that'd be a nice touch. Oh my god, we made it. We can now time warp 10 times faster. Woo. Okay, so we're going to want... Actually, it doesn't matter. Maybe Kerbal. You just... Anytime you're interplanetary, just the most obnoxious electric guitar, like a remix of like the Top Gun theme that they could possibly come. That's, I don't know why. That's just all I think of. Just like just the entire time you're in the interplanetary space. It wouldn't fit at all. Give me now. Ah, look. Purple. Alright. We're at 100 kilometers. Actually, you know what we should do first? Actually, no, I think it's okay. Switch our inclination to 90, because this will increase it anyway. Microengineer, give me a readout. 70, 80, 90. I went 0.8 degrees over. This is not acceptable. It needs to be... That's just not okay. Oh, and I messed it up. Oh, it was so close to 90. Imagine not being a perfectionist. Oh, there we go. Nice. And I'm gonna ruin it immediately by doing this program burn, but shh. Don't tell Richard. Who's Richard? I don't know. Orbit is a little high energy. It's fine for now. Alright, so now we can enable Orbital Survey. It's going to be below the ideal altitude both times, but that's fine. So this is going to do our region survey, this is going to do our visual survey. Which makes perfect sense for, you know, a relay antenna without a camera is going to do our, visual survey, but they don't have parts mods for this yet, so I got them a little bit of slack. Come on. Anyway, map. You'll notice the map is not filled in, but that makes sense because we haven't mapped. Also, there's an overlay now. I like this feature. There's actually if you go to the mod settings, I believe Orbital Survey has a thing. I think it's always this right here. Always show map overlay. Basically, if you turn this on, okay, you might need a game restart. But basically, what that allows you to do is basically not be able to know what the planet looks like unless you scan it, which is a way to do that. I personally think that's a little bit extreme. I could see it working for interstellar planets because you actually haven't seen them, but then if you have a Kerbal, they can just see the planet anyway, so like why would you do it? If it's a gameplay feature, if you want the gameplay feature that the gameplay feature provides, I suppose. If time limit for one, okay. Alright, let's get this orbit circularized. A lot of people actually wanted it. I was looking on the mod creator's Falky. I was looking the orbital survey for, and actually a lot of people were like, I want to put myself in pain and not be able to see the planet until I scan it. I mean, it does incentivize you to scan it first, which I mean, I do it anyway, so it wouldn't really affect my gameplay loop. That's the only thing. Let's pull up the map here, because we're gonna get some intense scanning action. Look at it! Look at it go! Look at it go! Gilly rotates so incredibly quickly that it's not going up and down, even though we're on a polar orbit. Oh my goodness. That is very weird. That's just because of how planets rotate. That's weird. I find that very strange. We're gonna go one orbit just because we've done a loop-de-loop. This is just the best mod. Real. See, normally you'd go up and down one side of the planet, and this would be like slightly. You kind of go across it like this in your scanning path. Well, really, you'd go up this side, down this side, up this side, down this side, this kind of. But I mean, the planet rotates. This tiny asteroid rotates so incredibly quickly that's just not a thing that even happens. Alright, almost at periapsis. This will happen in the background. Also, region is going to take like twice as long because region has a lower focal angle, so it looks like this. What does that look like? It's basically that, but thinner. So it's going to take like 3 or 4 times as many passes, maybe even more. We'll do that after everything is done. And before we land. Alright. Let's go... retrograde is what I'm looking for. We want these 2 sides to be equal in magnitude, which is not happening, which means I have too much energy in the orbit. Alright. We have made it to 25% mapping? Are you really? Yup. Okay. Sure. And we get a little bit of science from that, if I remember correctly. I'm actually okay with this being a science reward. Some people are like, why? I don't want more science, it's not stock. It's like, did you want more science experiments or not? I mean, you could argue this is a science. It's like a science experiment. But you actually have to work for it as well. I have to like set up, I mean, you don't have to. But it's more complicated than going somewhere and clicking a button. You have to go somewhere, set up in orbit, then click a button. See, there's a difference. Oh my god, why can't I get this to just work? I require only the most precision. Oh my god. I think I have to claim the science rewards from the tracking station. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe to work around for something in the game. Probably something like that. Oh my goodness. I think the frame rate is too low for this. It's not as hard as OG Starlab. Real. There we go. 100 by 100. Easy. See, this is what I want. This sort of thing is what I want from KSP2 science experiments. I want data I can use. Like... or just data that's real. Like KSP1, sure, the experiments were grindy, but they actually gave you data. Like, you could drop down to the atmosphere and, like, graph the data off the barometer. Why would you do that when you can look it up on the wiki? I don't know, but you can. You certainly can. Or I guess could. So that'll be doing its thing in the background. We have to put this, first of all, we have to put it in a very low inclination orbit. So we're gonna point this in. We have to put this into its 0-degree inclination orbit first. Then, after we do that, we're going to deploy some satellites, with the satellite deploying a nature. I didn't matter. Alright. So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this. The lower this goes, the slower this will tick. So we want this to be very low, and then once we get at 0 on this, we can finish it off. Alright, now we can slowly go up to 0 latitude. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're at 0. Complete the mission. Functionally 0 inclination. Functionally 0 inclination. Let's go. What is the point of that? No. It's just no. Alright, so now we're gonna coast up to apoapsis. But before we do that, I need to pull up my bro. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. Desmos is empty. I was just gonna look at the number, and it is empty now. Okay, let me get my... Hang on. Time to start typing and stuff. I guess I'll just show it on stream again. Answer minus R minus 8E. That's wrong. Answer minus R minus... Is that everything? Request word to and minus 1 over N TF 25. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I need to make a transition for this because it'd be super funny. But until then, it's math time! Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, I have Gilly stuff here. So I'm just gonna plug in values. And my Gilly stuff is gone. What? Hold up. It's actually gone. Broski, that's not okay. My Gilly stuff is back. Never mind. Here it is. This is the superior version that actually has my stuff memorized. Gah. Where is it? It's here. So I'm gonna plug in these values for stuff that does things. Don't worry, it's actually not cringe. So first we take the radius and we plug it in for R in here. Jesus, that's not what I meant to do. Then we take mu, which is this funny number here, but that's actually not what it is. It's actually like I think it's just that. Hang on, let me find, is it up here? It's this number right here. Just plug that whole thing in for mu. Basically what that is the standard gravitational parameter, which is the mass of the planet times a constant minus 100,000. Yes. And then why is it not working? Points are written like this. What do you mean points? Oh, there it is. Oh, I messed it up again. There's the number. All right. What does that number mean? So, basically, how this works is you take your orbit height, you add the radius. That gives you a number called semi-major axis, which is half of your circle, basically. And then that number, we use this number to determine a time. This is a time. And then we take the number of satellites we want to deploy. In this case, it's 3. So we want an orbit that is 2/3 of that time, so that we deploy a satellite. And then 2/3 of an orbit later, this satellite would be here. We deploy another one. So basically do that. And then this converts this new time, back into an orbit semi-major axis. And then this algebra gives us a periapsis. That's basically everything there. I should just make a video that's just that. Then I wouldn't have to go over it every stream. I could just say, go watch my amazing YouTube video! And then everyone would like it and subscribe. It'd be great. Or, I could not. I'm a nerd. Oh, I've been actually coding something to do that for me. Why? Why would I want to code something that would do that for me? Because I constantly make mistakes doing that. So if I code something to do it for me, then I don't have to do it. I can just get my goons to do it, which in this case would be not actually a goon, but yeah, the code. Alright, so we want our orbit height to be 46,470. Hopefully. That'll be correct. Oh my goodness, that was wrong. I put the thrust back up on that, didn't I? Yes, I did. I expected it to be down at 1%. It was at 100%. That was an oops. Don't do that. So we need 2 parts. We're going to need to lower it, and then we're going to lower it again and deploy the first. I usually deploy these here. You can deploy them at apoapsis, I suppose. But if you deploy them at apoapsis and then they're in the wrong direction, or you deploy them retrograde, then they tend to do weird stuff, and I like to just be able to correct them. It's more convenient. Now our inclination's at 0.1. Gross. Oh my goodness. Unacceptable. 46,750. Luckily, these are actually low thrust engines, so I can just say I want the number 470 and just be like, that's pretty close. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so it's actually close enough. I think we're ready to deploy the deployer here. I'm not gonna do it yet, just because this is purely RCS powered, so that kind of worries me. Let's see, can I get 475? That'll be fine. So next, we want not these two, we want this here. F5. There's a specific reason I'm pointing prograde right now. It's because we're going to time warp. And by the time we get to the periapsis, it'll be retrograde, which is the direction I want. We're going to use the decoupler to get 3 delta V for no particular reason at all. It'll be great, hopefully. How's our surveying going? Oh, it's going great. It's going excellent. You know, I noticed. So when KSP2 came out, there were very, very, very specific criticisms that everybody had. For example, performance, bad. Features, less than original, therefore bad. Let's see. Incomplete, too much money, is a early access game for full price, therefore bad. And, bugs, yes, that's another one, therefore bad. And, between... I don't... was it? Actually, no. I don't know if I might have actually talked about this in another stream. I don't know if I have, I might not have. But, this year, this other sequel game came out. It's about this, little known city building franchise. It's called Cities Skylines. And it got a sequel. And, it was interesting, because, like, when it came out, there was, like, this huge hype wave, right? They hyped up this game, like, oh, it's gonna be so much better than the original. But they, like, really hyped it up. Even, like, more so than KSP, which got, like, delayed for 4 years. Now it's like, oh my god, it's out, woo! This one came out as a full release. And people played the game for a little bit, and then, they were like, man, this game has a lot of bugs. Therefore, it's bad. This game feels like an early access game. Therefore, bad. It doesn't have as many features as the original. Therefore, bad. It doesn't run very well. Therefore, bad. And I was looking at the community ripping Cities 2 apart, and all it reminded me of was KSP2. That's just that. It was exactly the same. And like when that came out, that one also came out, and when they first revealed the specs for it, it was like RTX 4060, RX 6800 or something like that, or maybe it was RTX or RX. I think it was a little bit lower, or it was a little higher than KSP2, and there was less uproar until people noticed it, and they were like, why is it so high? It was probably for the exact same reason. So in that way, is this just something that'll happen forever now? Like, whenever there's a sequel, they're just gonna look at the original and say, the original was better because X, Y, Z. Letter that comes after Z. Reasons. I don't know, I just found that interesting. Decoupling the satellites. Where's my thrust limiter on these? Because it is non-existent. Oh my goodness. Thrust limiter, 1%. That's right, we're going super precision here. Oh, it is not that precise. Oh my goodness. We've lost all precision. Oh my goodness. Look at this. The precision is gone. Anyway. Alright. We're gonna go with 1 kilonewton of impulse thrust on this thing when we decouple it. Now we have 3 crafts floating in close proximity to each other. We want as much consistency in these, so nothing more than 100 meters separation. And this one too, but this one less so, because this is just going to coast up to 100k. Alright. First satellite is going up. This is... What is this craft? So there's now 3 crafts that are going to be floating around. That won't get confusing at all. Alright. They're all going to be floating next to each other as well. Oh, the pain. Luckily, I only did 3 satellites for this, because oh my god, if I did not do 3 satellites, and I did like 4, it would actually take 4 times as long. That's not how that works, but be quiet. That's not how the force works. Alright, just, waiting for time warp. This happens on Midness as well when you're landing. It's like, do you want to A, spend the entire time waiting, or B, spend the entire time waiting, but with time warp of 4x? Because to me, those 2 times feel exactly the same. They're not, but they might as well be the same. Because if I wait it, then I can just leave and come back in an hour, and I still won't be on the ground. And if I do it at 4 times time warp, I'm gonna sit there and watch it the whole time. But it's so slow, it feels like the same amount of time has passed. Ugh. Awful. Why? I should be able to time warp faster. I'm clearly not gonna hit the planet. But I don't know. Maybe this is like a temporary fix for orbital. Maybe this is a temporary fix for orbital decay. I suppose that's possible. Hack the files to break the time warp. Oh my god, I don't want to do that. I have, I've touched the files all of 1 time. Well, I've touched the files all of 1 time in this so far. And it wasn't even to revive someone, it was to get game progress back because of a mod switch. So it wasn't even the game's fault. Really. It is time. Program. It's programmed. Yeah, I was, basically, we had all of the bodies scanned. What on earth is happening? Point prograde! What are you doing? There you go. Wait, what in the heck? Oh, that makes sense. I was like, why is this so eccentric? That's not even possible. That makes sense. Basically, I had a bunch of... It was in the Joule... When I was in the Joule system scanning every single body. Yes, we did that. I think there was like a mod switch. I don't remember exactly. But something bugged. Actually, no. There was an update to the mod. And I think it broke everything we scanned before that. It should be forward compatible from now on. Because I think they changed the altitude requirements or something like that. I think. So I went into the files and set everything to completed because we had already scanned them anyway. So my reasoning for that was we're grandfathered in. Because we already scanned these. That's how it works. We're currently orbiting at a blazing fast speed of 8.6 meters per second. I mean, could you imagine if we entered the atmosphere right now? I think we'd explode immediately. What do you mean the atmosphere would be traveling at orbital velocity? You're wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure Gilly rotates at orbital velocity. So, you know, there's that. Proof it's just the solid rock. What atmosphere? Well, you see. Clearly it's the atmosphere of tiny pebbles that Gilly must be, like, just constantly spraying out at orbital velocity. Because I don't have another explanation. I think we want default name 47. And look how fast it's rotating. It's rotating faster than this. Wait, no, yeah. Totally. I think geostationary altitude is like here. So maybe it's not rotating at orbital velocity, but still. It's rotating very quickly. Oh, shoot. To control this. Alright. Oh, it's over there? You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna, like, legitimately wait for this to be closer, because it'll actually go faster if I do it this way. Pro strats. Let's go. Professional video gamer. Right. That's right there is why we have the monopelon. Because that changes our orbit significantly by like a couple minutes if you noticed the time here, right down here. It changed it by like over a minute and a half, I think. Can I? Man, my RCS isn't precise enough. This is just tragic. I have a feeling that's going to be more significant than I want it to be, but I can't really do anything about that, so... yeah, it's going to be fine. Probably. We want it at 100,000 meters. Oh, every time. Every time it's at one more, you do a little quick Shift X, Shift X, Shift X. And I always mess up the X on the last one, where it would have been super precise. Every time, without fail. Sucks. We want prograde. Unless it's at 50%. Now let's go back to this. Now the fact that this is kind of making a 120 is, I think, a good thing. That means I think we did it pretty good in terms of our precision. I wish I could go into the decimal values like I could for KSP1, but maybe we'll get there eventually. Just don't got it now. Difference of 4 meters. I'll take it. It's fine. Don't like it, but I'll take it. This has shifted the orbit, like, significantly normally. Like, in terms of normal, or radial in, radial out. Find that kind of funny. Alright, this is looking good to my eye. It's about 120 degrees. It might be a little bit less. But I'm expecting this to be a little bit off perfect. Just due to the low gravity environment. It's actually easier to set up precise things like this around something like Joule. Because when you fire your engine, you change less of the orbit because the orbit is bigger and the velocity change is proportionally going to be lower, generally. 900. Yeah, that looks fine. About 120 degrees. Honestly, so in KSP2 they changed antennas so that you have basically everything's a relay antenna. In KSP1 you had your relays and your directs. So the direct ones were usually more compact, but the relays were bigger, but they could bounce signals. And in this one, just everything's a relay because of simplicity or something. Which is fine. I don't really like that. Because it kind of deletes a challenge. Like kind of deletes a challenge. Like, I'd like to have each of these be an even less of a relay antenna. I think I could have, but I liked how this looked. So then the idea would be you'd have something direct on the surface, it'd bounce up to this network, this would bounce through this satellite, which has a big antenna, and then that would go over there. Obviously that's not, you know, what happens, but it's fine. It works well enough that doesn't really matter. So, but that wasn't really communicated well in KSP1, so a lot of people didn't like it. So I guess they just deleted it. So basically, what that means now is that you have a tiny the Communitron 8888 is now basically just OP, because now you have a super lightweight, infinite range relay antenna at all times. Instead of, like, why would you ever use the big maybe they nerfed the range. I'd have to check that, but I don't know. Not what I would have done. But I'm also not a game designer, so what do I have to say about it? I ain't got no control over such things. Shoot, are we burning? What the heck? No. Stop burning that propellant. You stop that. Altering my trajectory. What is this? Banned. Get out of here. Stop it. No SAS. We've talked about this. No, we haven't. There we go. It's a little off, but yeah, the new system is to be user-friendly, but they could also just... The game has tutorials that, like, are obvious and are meant to be tutorials. So just... it's fine. I'm sure there will be a mod for it. There probably is. The mod, Commnext exists, and it overhauls the communication system. It might re-add direct antennas. I'm not playing with it just because I want to see when they fix this, or if they fix this right here. This is so Commlines actually shows the vessel links. So there is in the game's code itself, there is a link between this vessel and that vessel right now, and the Commlines mod just says there's a link here. This is how strong it is. Green line. There's no occlusion in the game. Commlines actually adds occlusion, for example, whereas the game doesn't actually have occlusion right now. We now have this thing. What are we gonna do with it? Deorbit it! RCS, go! Charge! Charge! This is... Wait, I turned the thrust down. There we go. There we go. The missile is en route. If only we had like a seismic experiment we could plop down on the surface, then we could measure what happened. And it'd be great. But the devs didn't think of such things. Or it'll be in a later update, also likely. I'm actually not entirely sure if we'll get those small science experiments. The scale differences I feel like we're gonna get in this game are gonna be huge. Because like you're gonna have these massive colonies that can get science. And then you're gonna have these massive colonies that'll get massive quantities of science. But then what? You're gonna get like this deployable science experiment that can get you a tiny amount of science? So will they even add that? Will there even be a point in adding that? I think there's a value to it if you can come up with a gameplay reason for it. I think it was in another stream where I'm like, well, you design a planet with challenges and you overcome the challenges by finding routes with the science experiments. That's so basically you get practical science. That was my idea. Kind of like this mod. Practical science. I can use this data to plan stuff. Give me that, but maybe give me a temperature map or a pressure map. Not entirely sure how a pressure map would work on a planet, but maybe there is one. I could see a temperature map being a thing. Maybe you have like a reflective planet, and if a crater, maybe if they code a crater to accidentally be a parabola, if you go into that crater, you just melt immediately. I don't know. Something like that, but you'd pick up on that with like an orbital sensor or something. And then you can know this crater is literally a death trap. Better go there with a plan or you're going to literally die. That kind of stuff. I think that'd be a good gameplay feature. Personally. Alright, let's circularize this orbit. While we wait for this dude. The net expands. I have allergies. The trees. They're coming for me. No. The trees. The trees, they're after me, man. They're after me. The pine cones, no. I don't actually know if it's pine cones, but maybe it is. Killer pine cones. good enough. Oh, the triangle. The triangle. Yes. The triangle. Why am I so happy about this? Eight, 9, 100. Yeah, so the reason I'm doing exploration missions right now, like this kind of stuff, and not what I want to be doing, which is setting up bases and stuff, is because we're gonna get bases in like June or something. Or in the colony, that's what I think anyway. I think it's gonna go like June or July. So I'm basically just stalling for time. While we wait for that update to come out. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with a bunch of stations that I need to delete. Because remember, this save, at least for me anyway, is meant to be the save. Like, I don't want... Because, I mean, this is going off the promise that the creative director said. He said, once For Science comes out, you can take this save to infinity and beyond. You'll be able to take this save, and you'll be able to keep this save forever. So we're going to hold them to that here. It's going to be great. It won't backfire at all, ever. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Science! Yes, science! Radio out. We want one more burn here, and that'll circularize out this orbit. We'll have a perfect triangle. Everything will be great. And I'll be able to eat soup. Why would I want to eat soup? I don't know. But it's not relevant at all, but net. I think that'll have to do. Alright, the comm array is in place. We now have infinite communications. Now, obviously it's not completely mapped yet. So, we have one trick we're gonna use. We're gonna go to the Kerbal Space Center. We're gonna click, after we go to the Kerbal Space Center, we're gonna click F5, and what that is going to do, is going to save our game. Observe. Game saved. Now we're gonna go to tracking station. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. Now I love watching satellites go in circles as much as the next guy, alright? But even I don't have infinite time, alright? I have 90 minutes to get back to Kerbin until my time runs out. What is my time? It's arbitrary and I know it. But I'd rather have some structure to the stream, so yeah, we're gonna go with that. Basically, what is this? What is this even like? Did I accidentally eject this instead of what I meant to do, which was... I totally did. Let me just nuke nuke that real quick. It's gone. No one can see it ever again. Okay, scanning now. We're gonna watch. Oh, what is happening here? We're compensating. So we dropped some. We dropped some bit rate, but we did not crash. That's the important thing. Where's my? Do I not get scan set? Not scan set. What is it? Orbital Survey in here. Alright, fine. Scanning. 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 Scanning and stuff. Scanning. YouTube does have a video. I don't know what you're talking about. It's at 10 kilobits per second. Whatever. How's it doing now? How is our data? We have completed visual. Region mapping is 68% complete. I think we should be able to work with that. It's a little incomplete, but I think we're good. Oh, and this is what I meant by that those satellites can reach literally anywhere. Look at this. They can even reach out to Jewel. What is this? No, why? Why can these satellites reach Jewel? Actually, wait. That's a different one. But that's not important. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up Orbital Survey, region, and we're gonna pull up the overlay. And the reason, because it kind of looks cool, but also, so now we have an overlay of the different biomes. And we can see, if we actually pull up the map, we don't actually have a key yet, but we can see this area has a bunch of biomes, this area has a bunch of biomes, but I think this area right here is where we want to aim for, right here. Oh, what in the heck? That is extremely bright. Why is it so bright? What on earth? That was weird. So, using our data, we can conclude this area is the best area. It's got so many biomes next to it, so we're gonna go there. It's going this well. Visual is done. Region is done enough that we know this area looks good. This is its own biome. We're not gonna make that probably. But that's fine. First, I think we're gonna go to our apoapsis. We're gonna reduce our periapsis. My eyes. So many lines. When linophobic. Well, I mean, if that's a problem, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't tell nobody. Don't worry about the neon lines everywhere. I should just turn these off. Actually, you know what? Settings. Where is it? Mods. Where is it? Commlines? Where the heck are you? Comnet utils. Use path. Disabled. Oh, my eyes are clean now. It looks like a 5D shape. Real. Oh, I can experience the game now. This is not pointed in the correct direction. That's where it's pointed. Torque enabled. That would be helpful. Please enable the torque. So I think the plan is now... yeah, okay. We're gonna keep this stage with us until we do our exit maneuver. That's my plan. It's totally still on like 1%. Which was fine. Whoops. Was not fine. Why do that? It's the one issue with keeping this fuel with us is that the engine attached to the fuel is ridiculously overpowered. It's horrendous. But we deal. We deal. We do want to be at like 10 kilometers because of Gilly being not a circle, and I don't entirely know what the safe altitude is, and I'd rather not find out the hard way that it was 9 kilometers. I think 10 kilometers is safe. We're gonna end up here, I think. I think there's a way to mark this stuff on the map. But yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff in this. You got vessel tracking, you got zoomed, like I can zoom in on the map now. I can get the overlay, get the names of stuff, you can get their coordinates, it's great. But this area, that's our landing zone. Just got a time warp for approximately 12 years. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm beyond excited for this. Oh my goodness. Super weird having a first stage of a lander be monopropellant and then have the second stage of the lander be liquid fuel, but the liquid fuel is too powerful for this moon. I find that weird. I mean, a Kerbal can get... A Kerbal is a Gilly lander. Oh, great. We're at... Okay, I should have been at 12,000 meters, or higher, apparently. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. Oh, no. Oh, prepare to do this live. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why? Why? No, no. Ow. I'm having fun. Not. I'm gonna spend like 8 minutes doing orbits. I should have brought notes. I have workarounds for this, but they're not... I don't know how safe they're ending up being. Like, technically, if you want to go landing and you want to time warp faster, you can just go to here, go to this vessel, time warp, and then hope this doesn't hit the ground before you stop time warping. Bit of a hack, but I mean, if it works, I suppose. This lighting is very realistic, by the way. I like that. I mean, the texture is extremely pixelated, but the lighting, like where you got this side illuminated by the sun, this side globally illuminated, basically you're getting like refracted light, I think, on not necessarily just kind of like a side-on angle, but you'll get a little bit of color in the shadow. That's realistic, and I like that. Thank you for adding that. And then the back is just in darkness. Pixels are so realistic. Oh, it's so immersive. It feels like I'm looking at a real camera, because that's how that works. I guess you could think of it that way. Just for some reason you're using a camera, not a film camera, just using an iPhone camera. Not an iPhone like 10 camera. Not an iPhone 2 camera, just an iPhone camera to take this picture. And then you're just looking at it zoomed in for some reason. Even I don't know the reason, but can't be a good one. Throttle is locked while over 1x. Thank you. Circularizing. A default camera. 20. 15. Okay. It is at this moment we quick save. And we... Okay, what do we do? Oh yeah, this is a docking port. I knew that. It is time. Now a good time to say I don't even think we're in low orbit yet. That's weird. All right. Oh no. Wait, this has a reaction wheel. I know it has a reaction wheel. Why are you taking... Why are you not rotating? Rotate. Yeah, it has a reaction wheel. This is not oh wait. It is pointed retrograde. Oh, that makes sense. I'm like, why isn't it rotating retrograde like I want it to? Plot twist, it was. Okay, I'm going to pull up Resource Manager. Actually, no, wait, we have a fuel thing right there. Never mind, forget everything I just said. Okay, I'm turning off SAS while I do this. Okay, first we're gonna go RCS off, you're wasting propellant. Okay, RCS. Straight, that's all, just point straight. We're just gonna go straight. We're just gonna go. Actually, wait. I have a landing site, don't I? I definitely do have a landing site. I just don't know where it is right now. Do you think that's important? Yes. Yes. I wonder if you take the visual mapping and then overlay. Oh my god, best feature ever. Look at this. I just deleted the shadows. Dude, best feature. Look, now we can just tell. The landing site's here. Of course, I have to time warp for approximately 1,200 years first, but that's fine. That is actually a good feature. Thank you for adding that. Do like. Time warping times 4. Super trippy. I don't think it's an unrealistic feature because the terrain is not the same. Well, it is, it's just less accurate, right? Like, this is... It's rough. It's a rough picture. It's not an accurate picture, but it allows you to see the ground. See, this is... We need this, but in stock. Like, this is what I'd consider to be practical science, right? Like, you've taken a 3D scan of this. You've basically scanned it, so you now gain the ability to do something with it. As opposed to, I clicked a button and I got a number to go up. Practical science! It's a good idea. We need this. And if you want lighting, turn it off. There's the transfer stage. I think we'll be able to do a little bit of biome hopping. Okay, this is painful. I'm gonna actually switch to you. Yeah, we're gonna do this now. Let's see. Where are my... That totally does not work in this, but okay. Is 4x somehow even slower? Yes. You are correct. It feels slower than 1x. I mean, I know you're traveling across the surface at literally 8 meters per second, but still. Why? Actually, I don't think it was 8, but it was like 24, but... It's fine. Okay, names. $35 and $36. 36 is here. Was it there? That doesn't make... Actually, wait, no. 36 is up there. Isn't this 36? Wait. Huh? I feel like there's something about this ain't working, man. I just don't know. We overlay region. That doesn't work. Well, let's see. What part of the region is this? This is this part of the region. And, that's this part. So they should almost be over it then. Control this. We do the overlay. Oh, that's weird. Let's see. So our landing site's over here. Everything else is in darkness, but I mean, if you want to think of it as in a different way, you could kind of say this is just a visual way of representing like a LiDAR, right? Because I mean, in real life, there wouldn't be a guy controlling this with a joystick. It'd be robotic. Obviously, I'm controlling this, but the robot still is able to like see to a certain extent. It sees in, you know, code, but still, it can see in the dark, basically. So, really, it's just a workaround. It also means YouTube compression doesn't. Because, I mean, I technically can actually see the ground here. Don't know about YouTube, but I can see the ground there. It's just, you know, barely there. Let's see, we've got regions. This is going to be a region. There's, like, patches of other regions in here. That's interesting. That means I can like jump around in there and maybe get some other regions? That's weird. So we want to, I guess, aim for this then. It's not that bad. That actually surprises me. That surprises me a great deal. Because this is a stream. A video I can see. Actually, maybe it's because it's a stream that it's not that bad, actually. That's possible. Ugh, it's painful! Oh, it's painful! Oh, yeah. I'm dying. You know, my initial plan was to drop straight down, but Gilly has like a really high rotation rate. That might actually be a bad idea. I think we should start now. I'm gonna like, by the time I get down there, Gilly's gonna like have rotated all the way around. Oh no, this is more painful than Glitchy Tylo Car, because in Glitchy Tylo Car, I'm actively doing something. Oh, and there's a way around Glitchy Tylo Car. Usually. You can figure them out. This is just, you get to wait. And wait. And wait. And wait. And then keep waiting. Wait some more. And... See, Tylo Car was pain with a purpose, and this is just pain. Alright. Point to retrograde. Is there any way for me to see my trajectory? I don't think so. I did. How did I get my trajectory lowered? Did I miss something? What? Did I do that? Okay. I don't know if I did that or not. I feel like I'm rendezvousing with the planet's rotation. That's what this feels like right now. Rendezvousing with the rotation of a spinning potato. That was a weird sentence. That was a really weird sentence. I'm a quick save. That seems smart. With all this waiting. How are we not in the... This is high orbit? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. High orbit silicate fields. Very interesting. It would appear Gilly is high in a material known as silicate. How intriguing. Oh my god, we're in low orbit now. Amazing. Give me science. Give environmental data. Nice. KSP2 is always right. That's not ominous at all. I'm not scared. I'm seriously considering pointing my RCS thrusters in the other direction right now. Oh my god. Bruh. What? What? It just rutted. What? In what universe? This is why we quick saved. I don't know. Don't ask me how. But the one question on everybody's mind. How? The power of quick save. My overlay back. I'm pointing radial down. No one can stop me now. We're diving, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we be diving. Don't tell nobody. It'll only use up all of our fuel. It's fine. 15 meters per second going down. This is painful. Science. Up. We're in physical time warp now. The physics are warping. Deploying the landing legs that you literally cannot see. Oh my god, it does. Bro, I'm using RCS as the throttle. Yo. You know what I should have just done? I should have just used the one-directional RCS thing. Why did I use this? It's even more powerful as well. Why did I decide this was going to be the plan? Who decided this? They must have been really dumb. Real. I'm acutely aware that this area is not flat. How does it look like without the overlay? I see. Let's see, where are we gonna touch down? The lowlands? Well, I suppose I could just check. Yep, checks out, lowlands. This is nothing. This is, in fact, the lowlands. Oh yeah, we got this. Don't even worry about it. You thought we needed to see things to land on planets? Well, you're wrong. All the dramatic music is just gone. Don't need it. If I know my landing legs, these landing legs stick to the ground like glue. Also, I don't think we're gonna have too hard of a time having SAS keep me up. So, you know, there's that as well. Here we go. Oh, we've touched down. Probably. Oh, we've bounced off the surface, actually. Oh well, if only there was, like, low gravity or something. This thing should have a reaction wheel. I'm not sure why I didn't put one on. Oopsies. Oh, we have landed. on the surface. Quick, do science. Actually... do I risk the time warp? I kind of want to. Risky. Even quick saving seems risky here. I just want daytime. Oh, let's see. This is lowlands. Where else are there lowlands around this area? We're about here. There's some highlands like there. Could go there. Why don't we aim for that? Let's go this way. Into the crater. Charge. Just a little hop. Our apoapsis is currently at 3,000 meters. Whoops. Didn't realize I was going orbital here. That's mine bad. The reaction control system on this is a little touchy. No, the spinning, or the what is it? Freaking turning circle on this is very slow. I think these spots are Highland. And then we're gonna go up there. And then I think we can get whatever this region is. It's like the general turf region. And then that would have been most of the biomes, except for I think this one. Lowlands. We're currently aimed for this one. I'm assuming this is accurate. It could be completely wrong. Not too much of a loss. If so. This floor. It's very floor. It's also flat. You'll note it. Midlands. We found the Midlands. Where's my micro engineer? What is my horizontal velocity? I want it all gone. It's gone. Let's go. Now we're dropping straight down. Perfect. We're landing in the Midlands. Why is this its own biome? Who knows? But it is. Oh, it's kind of sloped here. I thought this was flat. It was not. We've landed. Science has been collected. Amazing. Now we want to go up that way. So this is at 500 meters. Let's go up to 2,000. And just tilt this way. I like how this is considered orbital now. We want them silicate fields. And we want the regular fields. We're gonna burn retrograde so we don't go too high. Because, you know, that's an issue I have to deal with on this giant asteroid of a planet that is a moon. Alright, there's the orange. I might have to split this stream in two, I don't know yet. But if I do, it looks like I might have to. I'm gonna do it when I land. We'll see. I might not have to. We'll see. It's just so slow, that's the issue. We are now over the silicate. No, we're not over the silicate fields. Well, we should be over the silicate fields. Have we reached apogee? No. Almost. 25 seconds to apogee. For science! Silicate fields. Okay, we're kind of landing on the side. But we've dealt with that before. Turns out it's actually a non-issue. Okay, I'm gonna make the executive decision to end it here, so I don't have to split the stream in half too far in, like, while I'm in deep space, because then the second stream has no content. Alright, so we've landed. Time to do science. Haha, science. Yeah, we'll time up today as well, just because might as well. Oh my god, it's daytime! Oh, what in the world? Chat. Chat, we've entered Gilly. Chat, this is why I did not want to time warp on that slope. Ah! This is the most speed anyone's ever been doing at Gilly. 30 meters per second. What is this? This is the end. Well, not entirely sure. How do you orbit inside Gilly? Well, I'm doing it. I don't know. Pfft. I clipped through the surface, that's what happened. Alright. Well, on that note, I did quick save before we landed, so that's where we're gonna have to end off. In that case, hope you enjoyed. If you want to watch more content, there are more streams. Oh, and I might do something on the first, not on this channel. I don't think I have enough stuff for this channel, but on the main one, I think I'm gonna upload something on the funny day. Anyway, bye. Why did I just voice crack? Oh, I'm tired.